All right, welcome to Northeast Oklahoma City, one of the cash kings of the area, known for high rental and low purchase price acquisition. Today's episode, we're going to get into a little bit of the detail behind Northeast Oklahoma City. Sit back, relax, and let's take a look at the numbers. Welcome to Northeast Oklahoma City.
From the middle of America, welcome to the Oklahoma City Real Estate Show, covering local market data, news, and reports to arm you with information you need to empower your investing and strengthen your American rights. Top realtor, investor, husband, father, and veteran. Here is your host, Landon Witt. For more information and to listen or watch online, visit okcrealestateshow.com.
What you see in other urban cores is what people call gentrification, where redevelopment happens and the people who reside there are displaced. Well, in this case, we look to be more proactive and prevent what people would know as gentrification instead of displacement. You know, we want to add jobs and we want to create more entrepreneurs. At the same time, bring people who have left the community back so we can have mixed income, great middle class community. We have this pivot project. This is a two-phase project that started with the clinic, which is right behind me. Last year we were here, that was vacant and dilapidated, just like the space across the street, which will be retail at this time next year. And now it's open, and that's just really exciting because it's showing the progress.
And this year, part of the organization of Northeast OKC Renaissance has been helping to promote some of these developments and getting city approval of these developments and support. Next year, we hope that the new development on 23rd Street will be open. And so it's cool to actually see it grow year by year.
We continue to have One OKC so that the community is aware of the redevelopment efforts and so that they're included, and we would want them to participate.
Yeah, we hope Northeast Oklahoma City has the same renaissance that all of Oklahoma City has. We have seen the Plaza District, we've seen Northwest 23rd Street, we have seen downtown and Midtown really grow and thrive, and we want Northeast Oklahoma City to have the exact same experience where people want to be here, that people enjoy being a part of this community, that they benefit from their community, that they see development, that they are healthy, that they are thriving. So we want to see the renaissance come to Northeast Oklahoma City.
Well, what I hope to happen is that the community continue to be engaged in understanding and learning about these opportunities, but also I want to see developments kind of like this development here where there's been a focus on minority business ownership, and so they've kind of got a unique opportunity for local business owners to participate where they're offering equity and they're offering a lot of build out assistance. And so we really want to replicate this type of development throughout the city. And I'd like for our organization and other future developers to participate.
Welcome to the video on the northeast side of Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City has some incredible things going on around it, and one of the most incredible things is the transition, the revitalization, and really, yes, I'm going to use the word, gentrification of the northeast side of Oklahoma City. The most incredible transition has been around the Capitol and Lincoln Terrace, something dubbed as the Innovation District. I'm going to read to you what the Innovation District website says about this new project and show you some pictures of what's supposed to come in the northeast side of Oklahoma City. And then we'll talk about what is actually there already and how to interpret the data and where to invest. As a whole, Northeast Oklahoma City has very minimal appreciation and has for the last 10 years, but very, very good cash flow compared to the purchase price versus the price that you can rent it for if you're a rental investor. So a cash flow king for rental investors there in Northeast Oklahoma City. But let's listen to this from the Innovation District website. The vision of the Oklahoma City Innovation District is to bring together the greatest minds in total collaboration, yielding world-changing results. home to the internationally acclaimed organizations spanning Oklahoma's diverse sectors: health, energy, aerospace, technology, research, academia, and more. The Innovation District provides opportunities for entrepreneurship, innovation, and community growth. OKC's emerging Innovation District currently encompasses about 1.3 square miles east of downtown, roughly between Northeast 13th and 16th Streets to the north and Northeast 4th to the south and Robinson and Lottie Avenues to the west and east. It crosses Broadway, Interstate 235, and includes Automobile Alley in addition to the Oklahoma Health Center, University Research Park, and numerous other institutions. The OKC Innovation District is home to the heart of the city's bioscience sector, where many institutions are already conducting groundbreaking research and fostering entrepreneurship and innovation. A significant center of job growth, the district reflects the shifting geography of the global economy and emergence of dense hubs of economic activity where innovation, entrepreneurship, creativity, and placemaking intersect. The purpose of the Innovation District is to capitalize on OKC's dominant industries, investing in high-quality places where research institutions, firms, and talent concentrate and connect. The district will support the region in being more competitive, both in attracting investment and the talent necessary to continue our community's economic expansion. And not incidentally, it is critical that we provide more opportunities for area residents who are not currently connected to the innovation economy. As an existing employment hub, the home of major anchor institutions and research assets, and a site ripe for placemaking interventions, the Innovation District could propel the Oklahoma City region forward. I want to get to the Google Maps, so we're going to jump to that screen. We are all familiar with the Google Map layout of Oklahoma City. If you're not, you can pull it up quite easy. Where Oklahoma City, the words are, is the downtown core. Okay, that is where you've got a lot of commerce, Devon Tower, Midtown, Film Row, Bricktown, all that going on. 235 right here being our big barrier to Northeast Oklahoma City. This has been a pretty large barrier for a long time, really transitioning from Deep Deuce downtown, which was a historic African-American region, all the way into Northeast Oklahoma City. We see a high emphasis on minority groups in Northeast Oklahoma City. And we've seen that for a couple of reasons, mainly due to mortgage availabilities over time, okay? Cool thing about Northeast Oklahoma City as well is we've got the capital here. So when we talk about the Innovation District, which is what I just read, that stretches from the capital here to south of the medical center. So this region right here is the Innovation District. And then spiraling out from here, we have dense single-family homes all around here. In this district, we have two-story, 2,000 square foot homes moving out to 800 to 1,400 to 800, 1,800 square foot homes out here, okay? So we can see that it does get to a transition where you've got a lot more affordable housing getting outside the medical center, okay? Want to jump over to our appreciation map. Same scene here, 235 to our west, I-40 to our south. We're going to look at the Innovation District, okay, which is the capital here, right in this zone. Okay, this is where our highest dollar square foot priced properties are, which really, when I look at like today's listings, for example, we really see the highest on the northeast side being around $170 to $200 per square foot, with our lowest touching as low as $25 per square foot on the northeast side, but with our median coming in at $63 per square foot on the northeast side. When we're talking about investing in areas that increase in appreciation, we're talking about northeast of this Innovation District over the last 12 months has experienced the greatest amount of appreciation. Okay, this is your subdivisions where you've got a lot of the nursing staff, a lot of the employees, maybe not the doctors, although you do see that in Lincoln Terrace, but you see individuals purchasing 2-bedroom Tudor-style homes, 3-bedroom Tudor-style homes in the 225 to 275 range. Pretty common now in that area. Those properties were then purchased at like 125, sold for 250, and so on. You see that play out pretty often in that northeast, this blue area here. Now, as we move east of the medical center, this has been the largest area of speculation where folks are buying properties and they're literally across the street from a gentleman that's got a tarp on the roof and another property that's been vacant and boarded up for 10 years that's got a shopping cart parked out front and 3 homeless guys shacked in the back burning a fire in a trash can. So, but that being said, the closer we get to medical center, we see this increase right here, especially in this John F. Kennedy opportunity zone that's right here southeast of the medical center, okay? John F. Kennedy, and there's a lot of tax incentives for developers in that area where they've gotten raw land at very cheap prices, okay? So we've seen the appreciation there. As we move up, we see really a nice play out here. Now, one thing to understand, the northeast side, you've got a condition where you've got high Section 8 dependency, Class C and D neighborhoods. So on paper, the cash flow looks fantastic. But as with any Class C and D areas, they often come with their own troubles and issues associated with getting that higher cash flow numbers. Things like higher vacancy rates, lower application scores, lower deposits, not being able to afford the deposits, and just not being able to keep a job just due to the area not having a whole lot of jobs. In fact, as of 6 months ago, they didn't even have a single grocery store. Like the last grocery store 6 months ago closed their doors. They don't even have a grocery store now. They've got a homeland now that's, I think it's a homeland, that's agreed to place a grocery store over there. But as of right now, they're going to the Belle Isle. So you say, why is the Northeast like this? Is it just bad crime? What is it? It's just a difficult area in really, really rundown homes, and then not a whole lot of fixed up homes, not a lot of appreciation. So we just haven't had a whole lot of investor attention to try to increase the area. Not only that, you have a lot of kickback from the local residents to prevent gentrification. Remember, gentrification is great for investors, but terrible for the middle class because they get squeezed out. As the property values go up, the rents start going up, and they get pushed outward from that area and displaced via gentrification. So the mission for a lot of these areas, and this will continue on for the next 10, 20 years, is you're going to get in with a property and it's going to stay the same. So we're going to run our numbers based on cash flow, not on appreciation, unless you're close to these innovation districts and in these blue areas that we're talking about here. Let's pull up our crime maps. Not too bad. Honestly, most of Oklahoma City, or a lot of Oklahoma City around the big stores, we see the reds. In this area, I've just pulled up, this is the Oklahoma City crime map, so 235 all the way to I-40, the blue areas, no crime reported over the last 12 months in burglaries and thefts. Okay, this is what we look for, are robberies and burglaries. Those are the biggest psychological impactors to rentals. Your neighbor's house gets broken into, you start thinking about leaving. Your neighbor beats his wife, maybe you don't think about leaving. For some reason, burglaries really impact us a lot. So we look at that. For example, if I zoom out this map and I look at the rest of Oklahoma City, keep in mind on this map, the closer that we get to red, the more activity that we're seeing. Let's let this load. South side here, having areas of real red. Not too bad in the, if I bring in thefts, let's look at this. Not too bad. Last 12 months, really not bad. This area over here on thefts, this is Belle Isle towards Walmart. So we can see a lot of thefts going on. But look at this. really clean area here. This is Northeast Oklahoma City. So crime is not the issue on Northeast Oklahoma City, at least not reported crime in the form of burglary and thefts. One of the things we used to have an issue with in the early 2000s was gangs. Oftentimes you'd have gangs get shut out of California, meth addicts as well, meth production. They would leave Los Angeles, travel down I-40, get to Oklahoma City, and then you'd have I-40 going there to I-35 and I-44, these major intersections in Oklahoma City, and you could distribute methamphetamines throughout the country quite easily. And so you've got a lot of gang violence that occurred in the early 2000s, so much so that we've got our very own gang map. And I'm not kidding. If you Google Oklahoma City gang map, I want to just look at this for just a moment. Now, this data, if we look at, this is the four squares, right? Right here, northeast Oklahoma City, we see a major concentration of gang activity on the northeast side. This is, again, another reason why choosing a local property management company for the northeast side properties is going to be paramount to managing this. If you're out of state and you're going to self-manage, you're going to run into some issues. But you can use this map to kind of see what's going on here. This Pitts Park area has gone through a tremendous transition with this innovation district. They're shoving out. Same thing with Walnut Street, which this really was just based on a Section 8 housing apartment complex that's no longer there. It was in like 2000s, and then it's been revitalized since then. But as we see the gentrification of the apartment complexes, we see a reduction in crime going on there. Want to move up, you can see, again, these areas that are considered the hood that have association with gangs. If you want to look into it, there's an episode called Crazy Killers on Oklahoma City, and it's an episode of Gangland. It's a show on the History Channel called Gangland, and they cover major cities. And we were top 5 in the nation for most gang-infested cities. So Northeast Oklahoma City and Southwest Oklahoma City being the key figures in gang activity. Again, though, with the funding of the police department and the innovation and gentrification going on, we've really seen a mass reduction in visible gang activity, okay? You're not driving around seeing guys with handkerchiefs hanging out the back of their pants unless you really know what to look for these days. So really seeing an increase in that, but you need to be aware of where the northeast side came from and that there's still these pockets that exist over there. So, word of the story, on the northeast side, pulling our map back up. If you're going to be investing in Northeast Oklahoma City, you need to have a realtor or a local that understands street by street what's going on there. And if you do, awesome opportunities exist for high cash flow. Again, rating those deals high cash flow over appreciation. But in the past where appreciation's never been a thing, we're seeing the complete opposite if we get closer to the medical center. So we're going to be posting some of those deals, getting closer to the medical center. Large portfolio owners that got 30, 40, 50, 60 properties have started to get old, and they're getting to the point where they're ready to pass away, and they're selling off inventory that they've bought on the northeast side. So we're going to be bringing up some of that information. But that pretty much covers it with the Lincoln Terrace. You've also got, I want to bring up one area before we close out the video. This area north, so if you take the Capitol right here and you go north on Lincoln Boulevard, all along Lincoln Boulevard has been a great bet. Lot of revitalization going on there. And then we get over here to Northeast 50th, larger square foot homes. So if you're thinking of renovating and flipping or building, this is really a great area to do that in. Also, again, moving towards anything right along 235. The reason being is the walkability score to downtown really is a good selling factor for those homes. You can email me anytime at Landon, Landon, at okcreal.com. If you have not signed up for our property alert, do it now, okcrealestateshow.com. Sign up for the property alert, and we're literally working now putting performance together as quickly as we can to get those properties out. The MLS is just not necessary during the market right now. We've just got so much investor attention, but each investor needs a little bit different flavor of deal that they're looking for depending on their finance vehicle. How are they paying for this property, and what are they looking to return, and how much involvement are they looking to have? Everyone's different. So just because I post a property and you think, oh man, there's thousands of people going after that, that's not always the case, because each property fits somebody precisely. So please fill out the property alert page, and we're going to get in touch with you, talk with you about what is your needs, and as we're coming across them. Also, if you have property and you are ready to unload it, check out the email page as well, Landon, Landon, at okcreal.com. As always, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, click the like and subscribe. We're going to have more videos coming out. Section 3 and 4, which is Southwest Oklahoma City and Southeast Oklahoma City, coming up on the Oklahoma City Real Estate Show. Thanks for watching.
For more information and to listen or watch online, visit okcrealestateshow.com.